got the Duracoat. Actually, I got it yesterday, but I was too tired to get started on the video. I got the Duracoat from actually the company that mails it to me. It's not called Duracoat. What the frick's the name of their company again? Hold on, let me find out. Well, the link I put up there, the link I put under this video will only be Duracoat's link this time. And what the frick is the name of the company? Are you fucking kidding me? Whatever, doesn't matter, the link's gonna be here, right? Alright. Benelli M4, barrel's too gray. It's not too bad. I mean, it looks okay, but it don't look quite right. So, it's too expensive and it's too awesome of a gun to have not quite right. So it has to be awesome. This is the Duracoat. This is the aerosol can. Now, if you don't want to go with the, you know, the soft spray with the aerosol, what do you call them, man? Them friggin' spray guns. If you don't want to go with the kit and do all that, which is no big deal either, but if you don't want to do that and you want to do it a little faster and more convenient, they have the new aerosol cans. The problem with the aerosol cans is it's going to go on a little glossy. Oh, there's the name. Custom Weaponry. Laura. I can't say that. Lauer, that's it. Custom Weaponry. They're the company that actually mails it. The problem with the aerosol can is, I think you can't get any flat matte colors because of the way it goes on. It's going to have a sheen to it. But I'm going to show you later in the video how to get rid of that sheen. You have to wait at least a couple hours, or even maybe 24 hours, to get rid of the sheen. Yeah, because I did it on here, but it's still kind of shiny, but that's acceptable. So this is called cold gray. This is supposed to be darker than this. Not much darker, but like I would say, looking at the color chart, about 2 shades darker. So what we're going to do is we're going to scuff this back up. I was going to sandblast to the steel again, but I'm not going to do it. They said it ain't necessary, so why go through that? So we're going to scuff this up with a Scotch brake pad, an aggressive one, as much as we can. And we're going to get this going. So how this works is, I'll show you. You take this cap off and you put it under here. There's a pin under here. You put the cap on there, you put the can on this hard surface and push and puncture it. I'll show you when I'm ready to do that. Let's take one thing at a time here. I always get ahead of myself because I'm a douchebag. 100%. Buddy of mine, Jimmy, stopped by. He has a Mossberg 930. I said, dude, do you have anything that you want Duracoated? Because when I'm done Duracoating this, I'm going to have 3/4 of a can left. Because I'm going to put 4 coats on. They recommend 3, but because you don't have to really worry about tolerances, because it's just a barrel, like it's not a slide. If you were doing a slide, you have to worry about tolerances. You don't want to make it too thick. This really doesn't matter. So I'm going to do 4 coats on here, and for Jimmy, I'm going to do 4 coats on his Mossberg 930 barrel. This is a Mossberg 930 barrel. You got to be careful in here. There's just little piston rings in here, so we got to stuff that hole real good. We got to stuff all this. We don't want to get any paint in there. We just want to paint the steel. I'm probably going to tape out just the top of the front sight there for him. And he had the same thing happen to him. He put the Nordic component clamp on there, and from recoil, it just rubs it down to the bare steel and an extended mag tube he has. So we're going to Duracoat this, and the Benelli. Our main focus is the Benelli. You know, that's what's going. But I'll show you everything when it's done. Show you how to spray it and everything. I mean, I know you guys know how to spray paint. Some people don't. Some people just never do that stuff, and they make it run. There is a method to it when you spray paint. You always want to spray your hard to reach areas first. Like when you start spraying this, don't start spraying the whole barrel. The first thing you want to do is spray all this little shit all around in here, where it takes little spurts and little spurts. You have to, you know, like you want to do all that first. Same, all these like weird areas you want to spray first. That's what you want to do first. Then let that dry. Then start doing the whole thing. Because if you're doing the whole thing and you notice you're not getting in here and you start doing that, you're going to get runs. because you already got too much on here, and you're trying to get all in here while there's too much on here, and you're going to get runs. It happens all the time. So you got to do your little intricate parts first, and then after that, it's just like painting a room. You cut out the room first, and then you roll it. Same here. Do all your difficult parts first, couple coats, and then spray the whole thing. That's the best way to go. And my fucking phone's ringing again. Okay, on Jimmy's gun, I just wanted to show you because this is what my gun used to look like. I had the bare spots. When you're sanding the barrel down and you see bare spots, that means that level of finish is lower than everything else. So you, on the bare spots, you really got to blend. So you want to get your Scotch-Brite pad and on the around the bare area, and you really want to sand that more because you want to try to level out the surface so when you paint it, that bare indentation won't bleed through. Might bleed through a little bit, but this will make it a lot less. So that's why I'm really putting a lot of energy on the spots that are really worn. Okay. Okay. I just thought I'd throw that in there because that's definitely useful information. Alright, I'm going to start taking down this Benelli M4, and why I have the video camera on, I want to show you how to do it because we're going to take it down all the way. So it's two videos in one. This way you get something out of it too. So let's take this assembly nut off, of course. Okay, and you just start pulling the barrel out. It's very, very simple. These two come right off like that. There's your foregrips. Okay, now this is the extended tube. It's not extended, it's got a stopper on it, but if you just be really careful, take it off, you'll scratch it all up. Okay, now this part's done. I just wanted to show you this because I never showed disassembling the barrel all the way down. The barrel has two pistons on it. That's why this gun costs a lot of money, because it's very advanced. But these are definitely two things that need to be cleaned once in a while. They get very dirty. And I figure while I'm doing it, I might as well show you how to do it. So what you do is just get an Allen key and put it in one of these holes. And righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, just in case. Watch you don't go all the way through and hit the barrel because you'll scratch it. Just get it through enough to where it don't touch the barrel. And I'm just going to push down and just start unscrewing it. At the end of the piston cylinder, there is a rubber grommet. So when you're twisting, it's not going to come out. You have to pull. So I'm just going to keep twisting until I think it's out. The rubber grommet is what holds it in there, and that keeps the whatever's trapped in there sealed. Now when it's wiggling like this, you know it's ready to be pulled out. So you just pull it little by little. There you go. And that's one, because we got to tape it out. We won't be able to paint around that, so we got to get them out of there. Okay, and then here's the pistons. They come out, just push it forward, and it comes right out. Okay, same thing with the other side. It's like this. Make sure I'm not touching the barrel. You'll see what I mean. Push down, unscrew. Brutal, brutal. Today the hands are killing me today. See, I gotta use two hands. Believe us. I wonder what I'm gonna be like when I'm 70. I don't know. It's gonna be bad. All right. It's wiggling around, so start pulling. Wiggle, pull, wiggle. Okay, and that's out. As far as if there's a right hand side and a left hand side, I'm going to say no, there isn't. It doesn't say that, nothing's marked, so which one ever goes in which one, I don't think it matters. Okay, push the piston out. And there you go. Got your cylinders. I don't know what they're called, but I call them cylinders with the O-rings on them, and your two pistons. And that's it. That's how you take down a barrel. So now what I'm going to do is, which I will not videotape, I need to tape stuff out. I gotta stuff this with paper. I gotta stuff this with paper, and I'm gonna have to tape all this out very carefully, and definitely all this gets taped out. We don't want no paint getting on any of that, so I gotta seal it all up. All right, I got everything all taped up. As you can see, this is Jimmy's Mossberg 930. I got the ring all taped up. I forgot I got to stick something in there too, but stuffed that with tissue paper. This down here, I'm just going to mask off. That's nothing. Okay. Here's the M4. It's all taped up. Got the insert into the receiver. Definitely you want to tape that really good. And there's the gas piston cylinders and all that. When you tape out, man, make sure it looks really, really good, because if you tape out sloppy, the paint job's going to look sloppy. You know, you want everything to have clean lines. You just got to take your time. That just slides over the magazine tube. Ain't too concerned about that because there's plenty of room, but I still don't want to get too much paint in there. So I just stuffed that with paper towels and also plugged the end of the barrel. And I taped out the front sight. As you can see, there's blue tape there. Now what I'm going to do, I just cut the friggin', here it is. What I'm going to do is, now what they say on Duracoat, the company says, when you're done, don't use any water-based grease cutter. Do not use any kind of liquid. They said the best thing to do is when you, actually I should be wearing gloves. Which I should, I think I might. So, because the oils from your hands get on the barrel, it can mess up the, you know, how it adheses itself to the metal. So this is a gray Scotch-Brite pad I got from Prestige Auto Body. It doesn't say what grain it is, so it's very aggressive. So what I'm going to do is just start scuffing up the whole barrel. Common sense. I'm not going to, you know, let the camera roll the whole time I'm doing this. But we're going to knock all that sheen off, and we're going to scuff it up as much as we can so the Duracoat has something to adhere to. Okay, you shouldn't go all different ways. You should go in one direction, but when you're in between here, I don't know what to tell you. You know, you gotta go in different directions. So I'm just going to continue doing this, and after I think it's really scuffed up, we're going to start painting it, okay? Alright guys, Jesus Christ. Sorry, the phone just wouldn't stop. I got my Duracoat here. I'm going to show you how to prepare it. First off, I just want to, instead of using a rag, it's good to use an air compressor right here. And I'm just going to blow all the dry dust off the barrel. It's a real little air compressor, so I got to start it up again. Hold on. Fungal. Alright, now here we're going to demonstrate how to use this. Okay, the first thing you do is shake it for 2 minutes, so we got to start shaking it. And you don't need to see me do this. You got to shake it till you still hear it. Here it goes. Hear the ball? That ball starts moving, and you want to shake it for about 2 minutes after the ball starts moving. So, hold on. Or 3 minutes. The more you shake, the better off. Now what you do is you get this top here, pull this off, like that. Now what you want to do is flip it upside down. There's a little hole there, you want to put that little pin in a little hole. Okay? You want to put it on a flat surface. Why won't that just stick in there? Alright. Make sure I'm in that hole. This one, the last can, kind of stuck in there for you. Okay, that's good. So I got that. Just like that. What I'm going to do is pierce the hardener. Oh man. Okay. Now, going to shake for another 2 to 3 minutes, and we're ready to spray. Alright, so I'm mixing it up. We got the nozzle here. Okay. And what I want to do is just give it a couple quick spurts to clear the nozzle and make sure one color's coming out. Okay, looks good. And like I said, we're going to do the hard areas first. Okay. It's like all these little areas. So we're just going to kind of do that. Little spritz. Okay. Yeah. Just fog it. This stuff is really strong. I'm telling you right now, you're going to need a lot of ventilation. It's like 10 times more stronger than spray paint. You want to stay far away. Damn, I hope I don't get that shit on my camera. Ooh, let's get back up, man. I'll be buying another freaking camera. So what I'll do is them little hard to get parts, I'll let them dry first before I even start spraying the whole length of the barrel. Okay, so let's see what that does. Yeah, here we go. Okay, these little spots got 2 coats on them now. Now I'm going to start going up and down the whole barrel with it. And you want to stay about 10 inches away. Little spritz to get any little spurts out of there, because you don't want that sticking to your gun. And actually, this is going to be the first coat. This don't count. I know I'm all sprayed in the nooks and crannies, so I know I won't miss. I don't have to worry about stopping and going like this and making runs. Now I can just go nice, even strokes up and down. Sounds sexy, don't it? So here we go, up. Alright. Alright, good. Camera is like, wow guys. I'm going to screw up my damn camera doing this stupid. What I do, just want to let the fog hit it. You don't want to get too close. Doesn't matter because you're going to do it 4 times. You can do it 3 times, but you can do it 4 times. Like I said, if it don't have close tolerances, why not do it 4 times? Definitely a darker color. So we're going to let that dry for 5 minutes. Then I'm going to go over to Jimmy's barrel and hit this one. And this stuff stinks. Alright, let that dry. So I'm not going to keep coming back. I'm going to do this 3 more times. Gonna let it dry, and then the next scene you will see it on the workbench. Alright. So you get the idea how to use this stuff. It's pretty neat. It's really convenient, but there's one little thing. If you want a super matte finish, the aerosol can, you have a hard time getting that with. But when it's all dry, I'm going to show you how you take down that sheen. Okay, that color looks a lot better now, doesn't it? Like I said, it's a lot darker. It's not black, but the funny thing is, it pretty much identically matches the receiver of the Benelli M4. That's not black either. It's like a dark gray. It's like just a step above black. It's a charcoal gray. That's what I call it. They call it coal gray, but it's a beautiful gun color. Put it that way. Now, this is my buddy shotgun. This is a Mossberg 930, and I'm completely done this one. As you can see, I don't know if you can see the difference. I didn't touch this mine yet, but you can see this one's shinier. This one just stepped down duller. Like I said, what you have to do, because the aerosol cans don't come in a flat finish, when you're done painting whatever you're doing and you don't want it to be glossy, you have to wait 24 hours first, and you want to get a Scotch Brite pad. A friend of mine gave me these at work. I don't know what grade that is. It feels like a medium grade. I don't know what that is, but this is the perfect kind. You be careful. You don't want to get too much of an aggressive one either, because you don't want to see the strokes. So it's got to be kind of like a Scotch Brite pad, medium, semi-soft. Just get a bunch of different ones and feel them, and you'll feel the difference. And you want it like kind of gritty but soft too. It's very hard to explain. This one here, this yellow one is pretty good too, but I think that's too soft. This one's a little more aggressive, so it's like a step up from that, whatever that is. You think they'd put like sandpaper, like numbers on it? I don't know why they don't do it. I guess it's color coded, and people that use it a lot know what's what. But so I'll just cut a little square out like this, and we're going to dull it up a little. And then after you dull it up a little, you polish it with a microfiber rag, and that gets rid of all the grooves that are going this way. Believe it or not, it works. Because remember, the paint is not fully cured yet. It's dry, and it's dry enough to handle and work with, but it's soft enough to buff out very faint scratches. Because that's what this is going to do. It's going to put very faint scratches on it. Now, if you wait too long to do this, you're not going to be able to do it because this thing dries really hard. So what I'm going to do is, just to get rid of that shine, is just start really lightly, just going over the whole gun. See? It's already working. It's still going to shine more than the factory when I got it, but like I said, after 3 weeks, supposedly, the shine dies down even more after it cures, and that's fine. I'm good with it. I'm good with it. I'm just concerned about the color and not shining too much. So what I'm doing is, we're dulling it up, and I just want to show you how it's done. You just keep rubbing and rubbing until you'll see. Actually, it'll turn like, it'll start getting lighter. That means it's getting duller. Okay, and you want to flip the pad around because it'll start wearing out. Under here, just because it doesn't show, still do it thoroughly. Do it thoroughly everywhere because it'll just make you feel better about it, especially if you're like me, OCD big time. Okay, now this part here, you want to try when you're doing the dull, you want to try to go all the same direction the whole way. Don't go sideways or anything. Just, I'm going in this direction, so I got to stay in this direction. If I get caught in a weird spot, I'm just going to have to work hard and that's how you get around that. The aerosol can that doesn't come in matte. You make it matte finish. It's not hard to do. And you're just going to polish it up. This will get rid of any kind of back and forth marks from the Scotch Brite pad. Remember, because the paint's still not all the way cured, so it's kind of soft, so it'll allow you to buff that out. There we go. That's looking good now, man. That looks real good. So I'm going to buff that all out, get rid of all that dust. Look at that. Alright, it's dull now. Dull, nice, durable finish from Duracoat. I'll probably wait about a week before I shoot it. And we're going to put it back together, because I want to show you how that works too. As far as one side going on a certain side, I'm not sure about that. You would think it would have an R and an L or left and right, so I don't think so. So what you're going to do is this, if I remember this correctly, put the pistons in first. Like that. Okay. Push them in there. Like that, all the way down. And screw these in. What I'm going to do is I want to push, break, these could be a little tricky. You got to push hard and turn at the same time, and please don't cross thread. Okay, there's your first one. And when you're taking this apart to service it, which you don't really have to do these too often, I say after about 1,000 rounds do it. Make sure you do not cross thread them. Jesus, that would be horrible. Make sure you spray cleaner in this tube and scrub it like a 45 caliber brush. This whole tube will be filled with carbon, and you want to clean that out. Alright, put the second one back in. Right. A little tricky getting it in because of that. The rubber grommet pushes against you as you're twisting, so it's not a big deal. So don't get frustrated and take your time. Okay, tighten that with the Allen key. Don't scratch the barrel because it goes all the way through. It ain't going to turn much. You just push it as much as you can, and that's it. Okay, and make sure the pistons go back and forth freely. Okay, they're in, and that's it. Let's put it on the gun, get it all together, and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, that's it. It's all together. Looks fantastic. Jesus, I mean, the barrel almost exactly matches the receiver. I mean, it's like a half a shade off. When you buy the Benelli M4, the barrel doesn't match the receiver anyway. It's not even close to matching. It's because it's phosphate coated, and this has a different kind of, I don't know, finish on it on this side. So it looks like I sent it to Benelli, and they did it, and it came back from the factory. Look at that. So much better, right? The other color was way too light gray. You guys seen that in the other video, how light gray it was. I think I showed it. So instead of me sending it to Benelli and then putting their coat on it, listen, that phosphate coating, I know it goes through all these special processes to get it on there, but it's no durable than Duracoat. That phosphate coating comes off so friggin' easy. It's incredible how easy that stuff comes off. I'm talking about durability. It might be a higher element resistor compared to Duracoat, which I don't think how that would be, but it might be. But it's no more durable. So it doesn't make sense to send your gun to a company and pay all that money when you can buy a can of Duracoat for $50, including shipping. It's $34, and they $15 ship it because it's hazardous. So it's $50. You can do your gun all by yourself. All you need is some Scotch Brite pads and a friggin' can of Duracoat, and you don't have to wait. You do it yourself. If you're new to painting, if you just do what I said, you ain't gonna have any problems. Alright guys, I hope you liked the video. Here's the Mossberg 930 barrel that came out. Looks so much better, and I hope Jimmy's happy with his, and I'm happy with this. I will not shoot this till, I'm going to let it cure probably next weekend. Not this weekend, but next weekend. It should be good to go.